Assalamu alaikum. It's Brother Alphanzo X, FOI, Fruit of Islam, the Western region and the Nation of Islam. I'd like to send a shout out to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and all the Fruit of Islam all over the nation, all over the world. Assalamu alaikum. Much love, much respect. Yeah, I just wanted to address, a couple issues, a couple situations dealing with, this one of these dudes named Poppy popping off at the mouth about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his works and what he's done in the hills and wilderness of North America. I'd also like to address the Irratated Genie situation. I had a brief discussion with that brother on Sister Al-Kamar Malik's radio show and was able to challenge that brother on his stance as far as the Nation of Islam pushing a homosexual agenda. First, I would like to address this brother Poppy, with his blatant disrespect of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan about, him not standing up and condemning Africa Bambaataa, and another issue that he mentioned that he felt like the minister should have spoke up. My thing is this. You don't have the work and the mission that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has to do. He's in charge over many, and he's dealing with so many issues. 84-year-old man who's done his work, put his work in, put his life on the line countless times on behalf of black people all over the world. So you, Poppy, being someone who has not put in the work that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has put in, but you want a platform and you want to use the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to create your platform. But these issues and these problems that you are bringing up, that you feel like that he should step up and say something, when it should be you to be the one who step up and says what you feel like needs to be said. See? Why don't you take responsibility? Because that's what men do. Men don't see an issue with something and then cast blame on the next person and say, hey man, why you ain't doing it? No, what a man does, if he sees something, then it's on him to fix it and correct it. If you see something wrong with your house, you don't just wait on somebody to come fix the problem. You gonna fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna cry and complain about what somebody else should be doing when you could take initiative and do that. I don't see what, you say that Minister Farrakhan ain't did nothing, the Nation of Islam ain't did nothing, but what have you done? What institutions have you opened up? How many people have you brought together? How many lives have you changed? See? What we need to start doing is start self-reflecting. Start looking at self. Look for your own works and actions. What deeds have you done? What accolades have you achieved? And you all mentioned, oh yeah, Minister Farrakhan live in Chicago, he live, why Chicago ain't changed. But you gotta understand that Chicago is ground zero. Our mosque out here in Los Angeles is in ground zero. We do all our work in the midst of the hell. You feel me? With none of y'all so-called conscious Negroes helping us, we on the front lines. The people know who we are. And the only way people might know who you are is because they might see you on YouTube. But they know the fruit of Islam. They know us personally from the streets, because we in the streets. But you want to sit up here and condemn us. Oh yeah, Chicago, the minister's headquarters in Chicago. Yeah, it's in Chicago, doing the work and the heart of it, and our people, are stiff-necked and rebellious, and it's always been like that. Whenever there was a prophet or a messenger among the people, it's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same old thing. Ain't nothing changed, but the only change that is the change that we see in ourselves first. See, that's what Minister Farrakhan is dealing with. People changing self first. See, you can't change the condition of a community if you can't change the condition of human life. See, our people suffering and struggling with everyday life. Why? It's not because of Minister Farrakhan. It's the way we think. We don't have a lifestyle. We have a death style. See, he's in a fight in that war with the minds of Satan. See, that's the biggest task any man could take on. These Jews, and you say that he's standing with these Jews when he was blacklisted by the Jews and Congress and blacked out the media for 20 years. And you say that he's standing with the Jews? Bro, is you stupid or is you stupid? You know what I'm saying? Brothers be just speaking and don't even know what the hell y'all be talking about. That's the task that he's dealing with, exposing Satan. When he's dealing with our people, he's dealing with self-improvement is the basis of community development. See, we got to improve self first. See, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to not just build up buildings, industries, and stuff, and businesses. He's trying to build up people. See, we got to get our minds right first for us to have anything. But we like crabs in the barrel. All we want to do is just bring each other down, tear each other down. But you know what I'm saying? See, and the minister, he operates on love. He don't judge. He don't condemn like we do. We quick to judge something. We see something that we don't disagree with, but don't never judge an object in motion. See, you judging the 84-year-old man, Poppy. But it ain't there a saying that wise men for counsel, young men for war? See, you should take the counsel that he's giving you and go to war with that wisdom that he imparted. You know what I'm saying? He done did his part. It's time to you to put in your work. Don't try to ride his wave and then turn on him and bite the hand that fed you, because he paved the wave for Negroes like you to even have a voice. But see, you don't use your voice for good. You use your voice for evil. You use your voice for negativity. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you got power, there's responsibility that comes with power. See, the minister knows how to use his responsibility right. And that's why he approached it from a position of love. Because whenever you in a position of leadership, you should always approach it from a position of love, mercy, and patience. But see, can't none of you YouTube Negroes and YouTube scholars and Google scholars can be a leader, because you don't even know how to love your own people. You don't even know how to be patient and have mercy with your own people. See? You don't even know how to approach your own people, but you want to talk about what needs to be done. No, what needs to be done is you get yourself right first, because you ain't right. So don't sit up here and try to condemn somebody and like you ain't never did wrong, but you want to cast stones and you live in a glass house. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here and try to ride the minister's way and you ain't did nothing. Don't nobody know you. The minister's known all over the world. Sat down with kings and presidents and treated like a head of state. He don't bow down to nobody but Allah. You know, so can't the minister ain't got time to even deal with people like you, but I'ma deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Because he changed my life. You know, and you looking at the works of the Nation of Islam and what we do on the surface level. You know, we don't just change brother live, brothers coming out of prison. It's brothers coming out of colleges, coming out of careers. We got millionaires in the nation. He changing all kind of lives from the educated and the uneducated. So don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? The minister know how to talk to all kind of people. You know? So don't ever get the minister twisted. And yeah, he got an army. You know, and we do, and the army does what he can. We get instructions, we follow. But the minister being warned the Chicago natives that Trump was going to send in, I mean, not Trump, but the government was going to send in the army, start killing the black folks. See, he's a warner. He's giving them, he's sending a warning and a message to the people. Hey, wake up. Quit killing each other. You know, he got to get the blood off his hands. Because it's his duty to warn the people. And if it comes down to it, he'll send the fruit to stand in between it. But as long as he keeps sending the FOI, as long as he keeps sending us, then the people is going to constantly take it for granted and won't appreciate it. Because they feel like they got a safe haven. Everybody, the FOI just going to come and save us. We can keep on messing up, doing what we do, and don't take responsibility for nothing that we do. Because the FOI gonna handle it. But like, nah. You don't do that with your child mess up, you chastise your child. Or some, if you tell them don't touch that stove and they touch it anyway and get burnt, hey, you got to deal with the consequences. See, none of us want to take responsibility itself and we want to cast the blame on everybody. See, that's not being a mature human being. That's common sense. So you ain't got to respect the minister. The minister don't need your respect. He don't need your love. Because he don't do what he do out of vanity. He do what he do because he loves what he do. He's been doing it for over 60 years. You don't have a track record of doing nothing, probably not even over 10 years. But see, you want to use the next man platform to get your message across. No, you use your own platform to get what you need to get across. You know what I'm saying? Don't see, that's weak. That's some old 50 Cent, coming at Ja Rule type so I can get on type stuff. Like, man, misses with all that weak stuff. That's weak sauce. And I'm talking to you, Poppy, straight up. That's how I'm feeling when you talking down on the minister like that. The minister, bro, you can't even walk in the minister's shoes. Bruh, if you had been in any of the situations that the minister been in, you would have been punked out. You would have been gave up on the mission. You would have been gave up on your people. You ain't got the testicular fortitude of the minister, let alone the character. Everything that you talking about and you doing against him is backwards. Something is wrong with your perception. And a lot of you haters' perception on how y'all view the Minister Farrakhan. And also with Irratated Genie. Same thing with you, bruh. Just because, you got some LGBTQ and Black Lives Matter and they spoke at 10/10/15. The 20th year anniversary of the Million Man March. But they didn't go up there on a LGBTQ agenda. They went up there on a Black Lives Matter agenda, and Black Lives Matter just so happened to have some LGBTQ up in that. And we are well aware of the LGBTQ influence in the Black Lives Matter movement. We're aware of that. But we're uniting on the base of Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? The injustices that's going on in America. That's the basis that we unite on. You can't get the Nation of Islam to agree with lesbianism, gays, LG, bisexuals, transsexuals, and queers, homosexuals. You can't get us to agree with that type of lifestyle. We condemn the act. We don't condemn the sinner, but we condemn the act. We ain't nobody's judges. You know, how we can't see that's a self-righteous stance to sit up here and condemn your brother and sister, but you guilty of something. You know, you breaking some laws: fornication, drinking, smoking, adultery, lying, stealing. Something, bro. You guilty of something. Ain't none of us just perfect. The Bible says none is good but the Father, except the Father. So don't come with a self-righteous stance and you want to blame it all on the minister and say, yeah, you know, he don't endorse sin and wickedness. He don't endorse, you know, people in their dirty religions. He don't endorse that. But he looks past the flaws and see the God within. Because that's what it's about. See, he knows how to bring the God out of people. That's why we get so many converts. That's why we have an army. See, y'all don't have an army. You know, y'all, the straight pride, even Poppy, the dude Poppy, y'all ain't got no army behind y'all because y'all don't know how to transform human life. We don't just do community service. We do human services because our job is to change the condition of human life. See, if we put the right stuff in your brain, then we get the right stuff back out of you. So whatever you wanted to be in life, if you wanted to be a construction worker, an artist, a scientist, a doctor, lawyer, whatever you wanted to be in life, just these teachings alone, when you get this in your mind and in your heart, you know what I'm saying, it helps you to become better at whatever you wanted to be in life. So the Nation of Islam ain't just designed just to hand you everything and you just walk in the mansion and we put you on like it's some gang stuff. We put you on, we drop the sack in your hand. Like, no, it don't work like that. You got to go within self to bring out the treasures that's hidden within. Because we are gods. See? But a lot of us, we running from that mirror. We scared to look at self. You know what I'm saying? We scared of self. We hiding from the mirror. We scared to look at ourselves in the mirror, look dead in our eyes and look deep down in the darkness of our souls. So since we scared to do self-reflection, we looking at the next person, criticizing and scrutinizing them and what they doing and with their efforts, with their time or with their money, but you don't do nothing with yours. That's hypocrisy. You know, so you all want to work effortlessly to bring down the Nation of Islam, but we not even really we worried to focus on the mission. We worried to focus on our people who's suffering, and there's a big field. There's a big field for the wide awake man. So if the conscious community is wide awake, then why are you worried about the next man who's supposed to be wide awake when there's a big field in front of you, you know, to where you can reap from the harvest? Because the harvest is ripe. The people are ready. There is a spark of consciousness that's lying within the people that it only takes for you to just drop a seed. And the seed will germinate and they will begin to wake up slowly but surely. See, that's where our energy and our focus need to be. But you want to focus, you want to redirect your focus towards the Nation of Islam. When we focus on the people, we focus on the mission. There's a big field in front of us, and we reap it from the harvest. That's why we have so many converts. That's why we have so many people joining. But ain't nobody joining y'all organizations, and we got the numbers to prove it on our side. But y'all, what y'all got? See, it's misdirected energy. See, y'all talk about all this black stuff, but y'all quick to talk about the next organization that's doing the same thing that you say that you supposed to be doing. Where they do that at? You know? Like, everybody want to do an expose where everybody want to expose somebody. Like, that's that white man devilish mentality. Want to create mischief and want to create bloodshed. You want to be mischief makers. You want to expose somebody. It's, you think it's just drama and a thriller to it. Y'all come up with these videos. Y'all doing exposés on everybody. You want to check everybody's background and like, bruh, all that is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Expose the person that's within you. Get to know that person. You know what I'm saying? Because we know y'all got skeletons in y'all closet. See, y'all, somebody come through and expose y'all want to cry wolf. Somebody challenge y'all on what y'all believe, y'all want to cry wolf. See, don't throw stones when you living in a glass house. Hands off of Farrakhan, straight up. Hands off the Nation of Islam. Yeah, he got soldiers. Wise men for counsel, young men for war. You know what I mean? Don't step to the minister and think the young ones ain't gonna step up. We here. Put some respect on his name. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Brother Alphanzo X, Mons 27, Los Angeles, representing. FOI till I die. Straight out. Peace.